or we're going to the grand finals. Boom, there you go. Look at that right there. I'm not going to be playing the Sage there, and I've just been shocked with the fact that we've been seeing some like crazy strategies today, Gabby, with like Sageless comps. It genuinely just caught me off guard. But Sub Rosa is going to be able to get first blood on there, and Skylar pushes forward, and it's just TSM marches on through to the B site. But that kill is going to be dropped. Mitch does manage to find the target. Now we're going to find ourselves into a 2v3. Cloud9 need to try and retake this site here. You got to look for that Sova. Give your Cypher a little line of sight. Mitch, nice shot right through the structure there. It's going to actually provide Vice maybe an opportunity to go onto this right end here. And I think that was going to be scouted out. So Vice knows exactly where they're going to be. And here comes the push forward. Is they're going to tackle this attack here, and this is looking very good for TSM. There was a good effort by Mitch and Vice, without a doubt. Actually meet his demise here. But it's actually going to be Shinobi shooting out with that SMG. Does not nail the shot, though. Looking to nail him with the aftershock, and he manages to do that one there. And then the challenge comes up top from Hayes, and just like that, you think that it was all going to work out for TSM, and then just like that, Cloud9 managed to bring this one back.
At this point, TSM still on the attack, obviously. And it looks like it's a commitment over onto the B side, pushing forward from the opposition, gets a pop from Drone onto the Omen. A great way to start cracking that open, but it's a single trade so far. Smoking off over onto Market to make this push more effective, as Sub Rosa does get that entry effectively. And here it is with the ultimate to go ahead and block off Market as well. Can Shinobi get this with the aggression into B main? But unfortunately, there's a sniper on the other side.
Yeah, Wardell has been clinical, like a surgeon with that weapon. It's of his chest there, and now Vice is just gonna try and poke this one out. Goes for the shot, actually does a little bit of damage to Wardell, not enough though, and as Cutler came around the corner, he beams him right in the head. It's going to be 14 HP in a dream. He tried to wrap around and hit him with the right click of the classic, but instead it's Wardell, and you're gonna have Shinobi on this big flank, Gabby.
Yeah, Shinobi, he was waiting there, but Wardell luckily able to find that upon their entry. It's been a slow push completely through mid for TSM, and the response from Cloud9 to back off did allow them to have some kind of foothold, but in the end, they are starting to trickle down in numbers on the defense. TSM rotating effectively over towards the B site, worried simply about a Sova and a Cypher that's coming all the way from A. And that's going to take too much time for him to make his way through. So that's going to be an effective push over from the attacker side. B site, but have still two standing strong on the A site. This gives the information to TSM that they have some more fluid movement through B, but Relic is still here to keep hold of this and gets the pop out, uses his own elf teleport to redirect himself and potentially get another, but Sub Rosa sees it through the dark cover, gets himself onto the site, and this should be another plant over for TSM.
Yeah, that was massive there. Just getting that blip so that he knew exactly where he needed to be. But here comes the push now, as Tense is actually going to just try and shoot through this one. And a res actually to help out a teammate, bring him back into this one. So Omen actually dies instantly, so Relic's not able to stay alive, but Tenz is going to get the better of Wardell. That's just going to leave one player left alive. It's Sub Rosa. He's playing low. Can Sub Rosa clutch it? And he does. What a play there from Sub Rosa. The Brimstone holds it down.
Picking up by the three remaining TSM members who have their eyes on this entryway. There's a Cypher lurking in main, but he is not anymore, as Hayes takes him out of the equation.
Yeah, there's not really much he could do there. You have Relic Skylar, that Bulldog, but not able to stand toe-to-toe there in the end against that Phantom. Thus ending the hopes and dreams of that round. TSM are going to go up 6-3 here.
Rotations from the defenders, they do forecast this a bit. Cloud9 was able to easily respond, very aware of the fact that TSM is stacked here in the B main, but there's no reason to push it to Rosa. The first one to make his way into the site, but Wardell is following up with Ob. Then still doesn't need an Op for himself to get that damage, though. Those two frags are going to be very effective for Cloud9 in trying to get them corralled here. But Wardell, why he doesn't care? He can hold on to the same position the entire time and continue to grab.
Yeah, but they did lose a lot of value there. I think that the play could have potentially have been to place down the Brim ult right at the back of defender side so that this way you can remove it and pull that attention over there. But this is going to be the end of the run there for TSM. Cloud9 manages to come out on top that mid area, but with how wide open it is, it's almost like just pointless to go for that in the beginning. But we are waiting now for an execute. So that was smart. They dropped the wall down and then didn't actually have anyone on top of it, at least from what I could tell. Rolling Thunder, though, is going to be in play as Hayes is going to be a rock to the side alongside with Sub Rosa. But Cutler, while all that was going on, did manage to place that spike down on the A site. So look at the amount of attention that was wrapped around, forcing all of Cloud9 to now focus on a retake. Meanwhile, TSM, they're going to be making their way around from the attacker side. They got to get there quickly.
Oh, that ended up pulling so much attention, and now Cloud9 have made their way to Rafters, but this is a choke that will be anticipated by TSM. They're making sure nobody's coming through the flanks. Trap wires have been set up for that effectively. This Brimstone's going to be coming through tree rooms to offer that effective cross, but here it is directly from A main. Wardell positioned effectively, gets flashed out, but it doesn't matter. You can sidestep it, and Cloud9 have no one left to try and keep this alive. And
it is always, I'm taking notes, you know, I'm taking notes because he's just so precise with it. But now here comes the attack here. They're going to push right through the smoke, and look at this. Actually drops him with that shock dart, does a ton of damage, but it was not enough to get the kill. But they're down to 35 HP, this Sova. Very weak. Hopefully the Sage. Okay, the Sage is going to have the heal.
She will. And the two remaining defenders over on TSM side, they're forced to make this slow rotation. Drone starts to peek out, and right there behind Tetris, Sage pops up, but everyone else, you have the Sova positioned in A main to send out that drone for intel. It's no secret that TSM is still hanging on the Rafters. There's another one from Drone, but in the end, it's the 1v1 Golden Boy.
Yeah, and also you have that shock arrow. So the slow orb is placed, preventing Mitch from trying to get this angle. And that is going to have to be just Hayes going right for this one. And he had to commit to it. He had no choice but to commit. Did not come to fruition there. They're just going to be held back for the moment because of that Molotov. And Sub Rosa inside of the dark cover actually gets himself two. Color finds a headshot. Sub Rosa wasn't able to stay alive there long enough. Shinobi got the better of him there. Trades out the gun, but Wardell is going to take his life. Out of health there.
And that's the plan.
Rotation. Yeah. Exactly.
Directly on site. And as far as the rotations from the defense, I mean, you have Phoenix that is stuck kind of there in shed. Mitch, with his aggression, he's just trying to clean up anybody before they can rotate directly onto the site. Tens gets that entry, but is traded out for Cutler. So Drone has a great follow-up. It's the 2v2 situation, but post-plant has been taken.
Oh, nice shots from Mitch. Drone needs to win this one out. Doesn't have a lot of time to do so, but he's going to run away. And then in the back of the side, you're going to have Vice just waiting, actually on top of the corner. So that was going to be the run-it-back play. Should know exactly where he is. Mitch gets the kill. That's going to be his third one for that round. Cloud9 managed to bounce back. It's going to be left there, you know, maybe bottom fragging because they have to try and stay alive. And then you have Tens, who is arguably the top fragger for this team, picking up this very critical support agent. Wardell doing his best to stay alive there, but it's Tens on top of the platform. Look at this with the wall. This is how you get clever. Oh no, but Drone is just a little bit smarter there with his aim. He nails the shot. It's going to prompt Cloud9 to have to move around this, but Cutler cannot stay alive. Neither can Sub Rosa. And that, even though time was ticking down, is going to be a round win for Cloud9.
Spotted by Cypher directly on the site. It's not been easy to move in.
Oh, Sub Rosa, he was in wine just waiting for him. Shinobi tried to just direct that spray on the other side, but it didn't work out that well. They do manage, though, to get onto the site. So before Drone can even do anything with this, he's going to have to remove this wall there. And then Wardell gets two with the Hunter's Fury. There's a player on the other side of the wall there. He's going to be inside of the dark cover. It's TenZ inside of it. Peekaboo, but it's Drone who saw you. And that will be another round for TSM.
Forward, I mean, you see that there's a Cypher and a Brim neck to neck directly through that mid connector. And Subrosa is the first one to get the pink onto Vice. So luckily, Cutler is able to get some follow-up as well. Now, Force still standing for TSM on the defense. They're scrambling towards the A site, but not enough information to know if this is a full commit over to A. To work with.
So it appeared as if we were going to see this full commit on A, but the Sova drone actually slowed it down, forced the bomb to make its way over to T side and then wrap mid. They're still looking to play this A, but Wardell stuffed out Mitch, not allowing, and Cutler actually just tossed his webcam over and tried to give him, you know, maybe a Christmas present a little early on. Fortunately, it's not how this game works. Now Wardell's gonna be playing low, doesn't find a shot there. Make sure you quote whenever Wardell misses. But it won't matter because his teammates certainly don't, and that is gonna be TSM getting the first game here in the grand finals. And the Tigers, and looking at the compositions you got on TSM side, they're going to be running with basically what we would expect them. You have Hayes on Sage, Drone on Phoenix, Wardell is going to be playing Sova, Subrosa on Brim, and Cutler on Cypher. On the other side of that, the exciting part of this is that TenZ is going to be playing Jett, Mitch on Brim, Shinobi on Sage, Relics playing actually some change-ups here. Vice committing to the same one. I think Mitch was playing the Sova last time, so
always going to use that Brim smoke here on the pistol round to try and block off and delay some of the pushing from the attacker side.
And another note too, what Subrosa picked up, I think, was just one smoke, maybe two smokes, and the molly. But TenZ is actually going to drift right past that. But Wardell does manage to meet him with the shot. Relics comes around the corner, and there's Relics managing to just hold Wardell back. Subrosa is going to be inside of Lamps. A few kills went out. You're going to have one inside of Heaven, two inside of Heaven, as a matter of fact. It's going to be Hayes along with Drone.
But the box is there on the site. Yeah, that's a great place to hide to try and block off those sight lines. And Subrosa ends up rotating through the Yule, but that's the TP going over to B site. You drew all the attention of the defenders to A, which leaves this completely open, getting that plant over into Tube. And still, Relics is here to just defer some of that attention even further.
So you've already gotten all these players on site. Here we go, an attempted defuse here, just trying to bait someone out. Drone nails that shot, looking for another one, and Drone, but it's Subrosa who actually finds a headshot. One more going to be located right by Elbow, and it's Subrosa, and they needed to get rid of him, and time again, Rosa manages to come out clutch for this team, and TSM take the pistol. This rotation, Gabby over, and they're going to run right into Sub.
Yep, Sub is here. He is waiting. Does he get one pop? There's the next one.
Look at that!
Oh, flawless run. Subrosa with the ghost. Sometimes that's all you need, baby. Cloud9 wasn't even expecting to get that, but damn.
Asens might have been able to get the better of him, but he had to clear his corner, and that actually allowed Drone that time to drop that. And then Drone actually charges right through the portal just to get some more information. Saw where that Cypher was located. TenZ flies out. He's going to be on top of the box there. Gets a headshot onto Hayes. Looking for another one, but around the corner, it's Drone who got himself two. Relics also was going to contribute to that one with a kill on Cutler at that moment in time. This is going to prompt them for that full rotation onto the other side. They're going to make their way over to A, thus sending Wardell, who still has an op, over to Heaven. Subrosa on the flank, but the numbers advantage will be for Cloud9.
Taking over into the connector angle, a little less forecasted than the window, which is what the attackers will be expecting. Wardell loves to take these close angles with the op and is no stranger to getting that shot right into the body to clear one. As Brimstones makes his way through showers. Sage and Phoenix are holding directly here too, so they have to be worried about that.
They didn't see him. Subrosa managed to creep around him. He's going to be able to pick one. And then this is going to leave the Phoenix all the way tucked in the corner. There's Subrosa again. The spray down just to let him know. And that will be another round win for TSM off the back of Subroza getting himself a double kill. But that timing there, I think they may have read that one, but they don't know that Wardell is going to be there. Now they do. Now they're aware. Wardell misses two shots there, which is very uncharacteristic, but gets one through the flash.
Barely enough
alive.
Great response time for him to do that. TenZ holding, and Hookah gets the nice shot onto Subroza. Subroza is not the only one that was there to try and rotate in on this. Another one from TenZ.
He's looking for it. Be careful, because TenZ is actually on the hunt. Only has a classic, by the way. 3. But it's all he's gonna need. Gets the op. Lots of time left, but finally his reign of terror has come to a conclusion.
Oh, Lottie, he's just got to hope that his teammate can clean it up. He said, I did so much work. Do you got this, my friend?
You gotta win it. You gotta win it. But no, it's Cutler. Wow. He's finally down.
Right in front of Truck. There's the resurrection.
Trying to give them a little bit of a, not a numbers advantage per se, because you're still going to have a few players still left alive. Relics does get a kill on Hayes. Checking the common default spot inside of the box. Don't blame him for that one. Mitch and Vice are going to be holding inside of Lamps. You're going to have TenZ up ahead as well. Wardell manages to find a shot, but it's Mitch, though, actually tags himself too. And Mary Poppins flying in the sky gets Wardell as he was coming out of the showers.
Going to pull in, but that's the shot's attempting to go right through the cage.
And I actually thought that would have worked out. They got to get that spike down, Gabby. They don't have a lot of time. TenZ gets the shot, but the Hunter's Fury's in play. No choices. No choices. Can he get the shot off? Does do the damage, and that is going to be the round. No one was there to get that spike down because he shot him through the wall with a freaking laser beam.
Earlier, no laser beam for that one.
No laser beam for that shark. No, but okay, well, look, Wardell's timing on that. The timing on the flash, you have to anticipate that. And Wardell has been in that predicament so many times that it almost seems like it's boiled down to a science. TenZ does manage to take advantage and get onto a site. Drone playing right by L-Box. It's going to start to wait for this rotation to come through. Some smokes are going to be played. There goes the orbital strike, forcing Drone out of position. And Shinobi lined up the headshot there, managed to just tag and remove Drone from the equation. Now they're going to get that spike down, and this is the retake opportunity here for TSM.
Wardell, recon bolt available to gather that info over into the showers.
I know exactly.
You saw them? Oh, you saw them! That forced them out of showers. That forced them out of showers. Oh, Wardell!
Oh my God!
Smart reactive wall is placed. They are going to get some intel out of this one, but just look at the hold here from Shinobi. The wall is down, plays down to slow too. Then you got TenZ just jumping around. This is shades of what we saw in that first round there when Cloud9 actually did this to them. The difference is that this time around they were going to be anticipating it, or at least you thought so. The kills are good, but it is Vice with a classic. Two players going to be working around each other right here, right by the L box. Let's see what Vice is going to do. The Molly's out there. Nice shot. Lines head shot onto Drone. Looking for another one. Does get the dink. I think did get, all right, it looked like he got a dink there, but it actually wasn't. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it was. He did get the dink. So it doesn't matter, though, whether he got the dink or didn't, because Hayes gets 2 kills, and that is going to make it 9-4 TSM. Just, no judges here. No, that you go for the Bucky, especially when you need to save some money.
Yeah, that's true.
Hunter Fury, he's gonna play this one instantly. Oh!
These Hunter Fury lineups, it can be difficult to get consistent kills with it, but not for Wardell.
He does not seem to have any problems with that agent's ultimate ability whatsoever. Subroza does get that spike down. TenZ has a lot, but not anymore. anymore. Wardell is gonna just body TenZ as soon as he jumped up. But the jumping shot there for the Bucky, that's the advantage with that shotgun. You do not lose accuracy when you're jumping up like a crazy person. Get himself some intel. Some smokes are in play. There's Run It Back now. And at the same time, the orbital strike answer back there. TSM looking, and Drone actually is gonna charge through it because he doesn't need to worry about it because he's in Run It Back state. So he's going to be inside of lamps. And finally, he's going to go back. Subroza, though, does manage to get the first blood. TenZ gets a kill, a huge one onto Wardell. And then Vice gets a kill with the Bucky on Subroza. This is just going to leave only one player left alive. It's going to be Relix.
Oh, no.
Can he do it?
Oh, he's got the spike, but
you will not kill my allies.
And the res came through. Oh, no. He doesn't have a lot of options remaining here, folks. This is looking like it could very well be the conclusion of the Immortals First Light tournament. And there it is. TSM pick up the win. Wow. What a showing from TSM. I legitimately thought that Cloud9 were going to be able to try and bring this one back, LaTigris, but it was TSM game 1 and game 2 through and through.